to my channel. My name is Lisa. Today we're going to be budgeting for the month of March. If you'd like to see how I budget for a family of 4 on a single income, please stay tuned. The first step is I usually like to use this printable that I made to start filling out what bills are going to be paid for the month of March, and also to see how much money is going towards each bill. So for the month of March, sorry about this line. For my husband, I always budget $2,700. I budget nothing in rollover because of how I do not know what's going to be rolled over. And other is usually anything that may come up. So I'm going to leave that blank also, which would leave us with a monthly total of $2,700. Next is our bills and expenses. So for car note, I always budget $355. Car insurance is going to be $235. Cell phone, I always budget $115. Credit card is $31. Also, if you're wondering about the background, my son is with me and he is staring at me. He's so cute. Let's continue. Sister-in-law is going to be $125. Audible is going to be $14.95. Next is going to be Comcast of $115.70. Next is water service, and for this month I'll budget $100 because I ordered extra water. Apple Music, I pay $14.99. Apple Storage is $2.99. Adobe is going to be $25. Also, my daughter is up and probably wanting her daddy's attention. And for LabCorp is going to be $42. And the reason why this has a star is because I don't know if I'm going to have to pay 2 payments this month or just 1, but I'm just going to budget for 1 at this moment. And for Capital One, which is my husband's credit card, is going to be $150. And last is Hulu, and I budget $35.97. So that's the amount. So with all that calculated, that would be $1,327.60. So I usually do this part in pencil so I could like erase and make all the mistakes that I want. And I also put like underneath, I subtract the total of $2,700 from the total of bills and expenses, and that would give us the $1,372.40. So that would tell us what else we could do with the money. So for groceries, or for the cash envelope, and cash envelopes, I always budget groceries, gas, dining out, personal spending, and occasionally mom, but that's usually depending on the case type thing. So for groceries, I budget $500, $100 for gas. Dining out is $200. Personal spending, we get $240. Unbudgeted, you don't budget anything for unbudgeted, and mom will be 0 also. So cash envelopes comes up to $1,400. $1,040. And I usually don't put all this amount into our envelopes. It's just basically to say that I want to see how under we could be for the whole month. So I subtract this $1,440 from this $1,372.40. And that will leave us with the remaining of $332.40. So next is sinking funds. At the end of February, I'm gonna come back and put like what our starting total is for each sinking fund, and then at the end of the month, I'm gonna come back and then say how much money we put into sinking funds. But I always wait until the end of the month to fill this part. This part is our debt tracker for the whole month to see how much we have to pay or how much we are at, the percentage of how much is left, the payment that we paid, and then the end total of the debt that we have still owe. And I fill this out at the end of the month also. For savings, I always put at least $80 a month for Penelope and also $80 a month for Isaiah. Christmas, right now, because it's the beginning of the year, I only put 50 bucks, $25 a paycheck. A month ahead usually gets whatever is left over at the end of the month. And this will bring our total to $210. So we come down here to the totals area. I put the income of $2,700. And the total of all our expenses, $1,327.60 plus $1,040 plus the $210, which would give us a total of $2,577.60. Put that in parentheses. So I subtract the $2,700 minus $2,577.60, and that will leave us a budget remaining of $122.40. So after I do this part, the next step is me putting it into my planner. So for the month of March, this is how the monthly view is going to look. And if you're wondering about the stickers, this is my first Etsy release of my budgeting kit. And this is what I chose for the monthly view, which is this pretty floral color, our floral pattern. So for the monthly view, I always lay out what bills have to be paid and what day they have to be paid. And as you can see, sister-in-law is due on the 1st. The first payment of Capital One is due on Tuesday the 2nd. Car insurance on the 3rd. Audible on the 4th. Cell phones on the 11th. Hulu on the 14th. Car note on the 15th. The second payment of Capital on the 16th. Credit card due date is on the 17th. Apple storage on the 20th. Apple Music on the 21st, and Comcast on the 22nd. So bills that I don't know the due date is usually going to be put on the sidebar, and I made 2 LabCorp stickers just in case I have to pay them twice. But if I don't, then I'll just move one to the day they are due or when they come out. Life insurance, I'm not sure when the policy starts, but when I do know when it starts, I'm going to put it on the day that it came out. And water service is changing because it comes out every 28 days. So that also changed within the months. And I also put that on the side, and then I'll move it whenever that bill is taken out. So on the next page, I finally figured out what I wanted to do on this page. And I'm going to put like my debt tracker on this page. So at this moment, I know we have 4 debts, and those are my debts, which is the cell phone, the credit card, the car note, the LabCorp, and we're going to be sitting down soon to see what his debts are and see how much debt we have to pay off, because we do want to buy a house eventually. So we're trying to tackle our debts as quickly as possible, so that could be a possibility. So in the next page, I set up my weekly roundup, and my weekly roundup is actually a weekly check-in, but we call it a weekly roundup because my husband used to like this show called Cowboy Bebop, and he got the idea from that. And the reason he got the idea is because in the show, they always do a weekly roundup of like what's going to happen in the show, like what did happen in the show and what's going to be happening in the future. So as you can tell, I have it set for the 5 weeks, and then I also record our groceries, our gas, our dining out, and I'm budgeted. I don't track personal spending because of how it's me and my husband's money, and we kind of do what we would like to do with our money, and I don't feel like recording it. I will probably record what I spend in the planner sometimes, but I don't do it all the time. And the next page is our March budget, and as you can see, I set everything up like how I did in the printable, and I have it with the income at the top and the $2,700. I put my fixed income, which I know are bills that are going to be the same amount every single month, and that came out to $1,021.81. And our variable, which is stuff that are changing every month depending on the month and what happens, will come up to $1,588 and change. I know this total looks different. It's because I think I changed something that I did not put into on the printable, and I will have to see what it was. But that is actually how it's set up to be in the planner. So if you like how I do things, because my family is a cash budgeting family, and what we do is that we take all the money out and we deviate it between all the things that need to be paid and all the cash envelopes that we're going to be used weekly in the sinking funds, and then whatever is left over goes into our month ahead, so that we can always have a little cushion at the end of the month, and that we'll feel comfortable with making decisions without feeling like we have to be on this really strict budget. But if you liked everything that you saw, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and click the little bell for notifications of when I post new videos. And don't forget, there is a code down in the description box for 10% off at my Etsy. And I hope you're having a good day. Talk to you later. Bye.